Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Matt, the Resale Champ, and I want to talk to you briefly today about an issue that I've experienced on eBay as a buyer. Now, a lot of us sell on eBay, but we also probably buy on eBay as well. I know I have. I started my account back in 2000 as an eBay buyer, and it wasn't until the last 4 or 5 years that I really got into selling on eBay. Well, it just so happens this issue that I'm having. In fact, I couldn't remember. If I think back, I couldn't remember the last time I had an issue with a purchase that I made on eBay. That is up until now, and it kind of corresponds with this post that I saw on Instagram by the DC Picker. If you don't follow him, you should. He's got some really good posts. But it says, friends don't let friends have 5-day handling time. So what is that exactly? Well, if you're not a seller on eBay, anytime you go to list an item, you can select the amount of days that you want for your handling time. You can go same day all the way up to 5 days and I believe more, in fact, if you want for a handling time. Now, handling time, they're specifically talking about the amount of days it's going to take you to prepare or prep, pack, get your item together in a box ready to ship and to actually ship it. So what eBay's preference is, eBay prefers you to have same day or 1 day handling time. Now, same day, I'm going to tell you, would be very, very difficult to do. I think you would need to be a full-time seller for sure to even make that happen. I'm not a full-time seller on eBay. I do full-time sell on Amazon and part-time on eBay. But and I only do 1 day. Now, with a 1 day handling time, I do have top-rated seller status, and I've also achieved like power seller and some other stuff like that. And to be honest, those aren't that difficult to achieve those. There are qualifications to have those. And as a part-time seller, I've been able to get up to that level. But really, what it comes down to is the handling time is just really one of those qualifications that you have to meet. Why is it important? What does it matter? Well, it really matters because if it affects the time that it takes for your customer to get the item. And really, if you think about it, Amazon has changed expectations for customers. And so whether you like it or not, we want to get our items in 2 days or less, really. Sometimes now it's next day. So if you think about it, 5-day handling time means that your item's not going to get to the customer until the next following week. And so that's why it's a big impact, because and that's why eBay says, well, we want same day or 1 day handling, because they want their items getting to their customers quickly. And really, to be successful on eBay, you really can't do 5-day handling time. The only way you could really make that happen and kind of be a successful seller is you have to have unique one-off items that other sellers don't have. Because what it does when it shows up on eBay, it's going to say your expected arrival time or your expected delivery date is going to be a week or more out. So when the customer looks at that, when am I going to get this? I kind of want this soon or this week. Yours is not going to get chosen, and actually eBay's with their algorithm is probably going to bury that listing so that that it's not going to be seen by as many people. So let me get back to my story. So what happened to me on my purchase, I use this really awesome keyboard by Logitech. It's a solar powered wireless keyboard. It's the K750. I've had this keyboard for well over 5 years, probably going on 10 years, and I love it. What's great about it mainly is it's a wireless keyboard that never needs a battery and never needs to be charged. So it just sits there and does its job. It powers off of obviously solar light, but it'll power off of indoor light as well, and it'll last forever off of that power. So what what's happened is it started to eventually wear out. I mean, this solar, the solar is eventually going to lose its charge, and it's happened over the course of almost 10 years. And so I wanted to buy a new one. And what I did is I went on to Amazon, and I went and looked, and in fact I can pull one up for you here. I went on to Amazon and found the K750. If you do a search for it, you'll find it here. And there's two versions of it. The black one there you see is the Windows version. So it'll have the Windows keys that you need for operating Windows. The white version is the Mac. It's kind of nice that it makes it easier to kind of tell them apart. And I can actually show you mine here. So let me pull it back on the screen. So this is the actual keyboard. So hopefully it won't block. You can be able to see it here. But up here you have your solar panel, and then it's got a full numbers keypad, which I use a lot. And then down here are your control, your alt option keys that Mac uses. And then up here, what I use a lot is got sound buttons, so you can adjust the sound volume up and down. It's got your play, pause, and stuff like that. So this keyboard, it's thin, it's very light, so it does, and it's got a small footprint. It does not take up a lot of space. It's got two little stands right here that fold in and out, so you can lay it flat like this, or you can have it popped out like this. I usually have mine popped out, and this is what it looks like. So I really like this keyboard a lot, as you can see. And what I did is I went on to Amazon first, which I showed you here. And I'm like, I'm going to buy this. It's like, $50 in that price range. It's not that bad. But then before I did, I'm like, you know what? Let me check eBay, because I like to support, local sellers. So I'm not just buying from a big corporation. So I went on to eBay, and I did find them. I searched for a while. I found some that were kind of in the $40 price range. I'm like, well, I could, for about 10 to 15 more, I can get it, on Amazon. But I did find a new listing a seller put on there. It's for $39.99 free shipping, and it had a buy it, best offer. And so I'm like, let me make a best offer. I shot a $30 best offer to him. Within a day or so, he accepted the offer. So I was like, cool. I get it for about almost half price, and it's a brand new. It's listed as new. What I did not do, and here's a tip as a buyer, I did not pay attention to the handling. I did not pay attention to expected delivery date. So this was on last Saturday, around the 1st. Right? I don't know if that's, I guess it's a week ago Saturday, actually, that I bought this. And I had not received it I didn't see, I guess come Monday, I went and looked, and I saw that it was marked as shipped. And this was my first kind of red flag, because normally as a seller, I buy my postage right there through eBay, and when I do, it populates the tracking for that item automatically. Well, there is an option that you have if you don't want to buy your postage through eBay, is you can go in there and just mark it as shipped. And you can also upload your separate tracking from whatever carrier that you decided to use. Well, this person just marked it as shipped, and that was it. So Tuesday, checked it, still no tracking. Wednesday, checked it, still no tracking. So I sent him a message. I said, look, can you provide the tracking for me, please? I'd like to know when to expect the item. Then I decided, well, let me go look at the expected arrival date. Well, the expected arrival date was Monday the 10th. So I bought this on the 1st, and it's saying expected arrival on the 10th. Well, I was not thrilled all right, about that. And I thought, you know what? He had selected priority shipping. So I'm like, if he ships it, even if he ships it like Tuesday, Wednesday, I should have it by the end of the week. I'll have it 2 to 3 days. I'll have it Friday or Saturday. And I have seen this happen quite a bit on eBay purchases. Typically, or many times, they'll arrive a few days before the expected arrival date. So I wasn't too worried about it, except come Thursday, come Friday, still no response from this guy. So now he's marked it as shipped. He has not uploaded tracking, and he did not respond to my request. So I'm like, well, at this point, it's Friday. I'm just going to wait. I hope it comes on Monday. Well, sure enough, Monday comes, Monday goes. There's no keyboard shows up. So I'm finally like, oh, this is getting worse and worse. So what I did is I went on to eBay and I did a basically item not received case. Now, many of us have seen these happen as a seller, okay, where we sell the item and then the person says, a lot of times what will happen, the person will message us, say, hey, I've never received my item. Where is it? Well, the proper thing to do is to tell them to open an item not received case. It's really simple. They go into their purchase that they made on eBay, and there's an option that they select that says item never received. And basically what it does, it opens up a case on eBay so that they can, eBay can, find out what happened. Well, what generally works, so once you open that case, is eBay is going to send the case to the buyer and say, hey, upload your tracking, which is what I wanted him to do back on Wednesday anyway, a week ago. Well, still, never heard anything. This is what it looks like on the buyer's end. So when the buyer opens the case, which is me, it says, hang tight. You should hear back from the seller soon. I'm not holding my breath on that. Now, here's the thing. I opened this case back on the 13th. Was that yesterday? I guess I didn't open it till yesterday on the 13th. I was supposed to get this item on the 10th. Now, I should have done it, right away, because here's what happens. They're going to give an extra, as you can see here. Let me make it bigger. They're giving an extra like 6 days or almost a week for the seller to do this, to upload their tracking. So they're giving you an entire week, I guess, if you're on vacation or whatever. So now I have to wait until the 19th to get a response from this buyer, or for eBay, to step in. And look, I'm not worried or concerned because I know eBay is going to take care of it. But as you can see here, this is what happens. Hang tight, you'll hear back. If you haven't heard back from the 19th, we'll step in. And then there's the item. You can see I bought the new Logitech K750 keypad for $30. What happened? Well, I didn't get the item. That's what happened. I wanted a refund, because you have the option. You can choose, do you want a refund or do you want the item still? Like, hey, please send it to me. I didn't get it. And I put in the comments, as you can see there, did not receive. So at this point, I don't know what's happened. I'm actually kind of concerned for this seller. I'm like, did they, are they in the hospital or have some tragic accident or something? Because this is, I've been on eBay, like I said, for almost 20 years now, and this kind of situation rarely ever occurs, where there's just nothing. You don't hear anything. But I do know, eBay, I'm going to get my refund back. I will get the $30 back, because the person's not going to upload tracking at this point. Even if they did, it's so late that what I did is I went ahead and ordered one. So I got tired of waiting, and I went on Amazon on Wednesday. So I opened this ticket. It says the 13th, but I believe it was Wednesday when I actually opened the case. And I went ahead and I went on to Amazon, which I had pulled up here, and I ordered this one right here. So this Logitech K750, the Mac version. And guess what? It said, 2-day Prime. Of course, I'm a Prime member, so I was supposed to get it in 2 days. But guess what? Well, here it is. So this happened on the 12th, as you can see. This item came yesterday. on the 13th. So look, so let me put me back up here. So bought it. This is the difference on Amazon and eBay. I bought this on eBay on the 1st. On the 12th or 13th, I had not received it. And today's the 14th. I still haven't received it. And I bought this on the 12th on Amazon. On the 13th, it was at my house. So, that's why we're saying basically on eBay, you cannot be that type of seller that you're going to have extended handling times and you're going to get to it when you get to it, because expectations of buyers now are that they want it. They want the thing right away, next day, or in two to 3 days. And many times we need it because mine's going bad, and I was actually having to use this wired old keyboard, which didn't have everything in the same place, and so it was very frustrating. So I was really happy that the new one came in. If you think about it, it just makes sense. Get the shortest handling time you could possibly do, and I realize a lot of us can't do this full time, so we've got jobs and other things going in. But the 1-day handling time is not that difficult to make happen. You can schedule for USPS pickup on that night so that they come the next day. That's what I do. It works very nice and very efficiently. Anyway, if you'll subscribe to this channel, there's going to be things coming up in the future. So this is my first video. I'm going to have many more to come. I've got a great haul video. I went to a church rummage sale last weekend or so, and I haven't been in forever because I've been doing so much Amazon stuff. And I have a ton of stuff that I'm very excited to show. So I'm going to do a haul video for that. And I'll probably throw in, I'm going to be doing some BOLO videos on stuff that I've sold and made some good profit on. So you guys can look for that. So you'll want to subscribe to this channel below. Feel free to do likes and comments. Any comments you make, I'll be glad to reply, answer any questions that you might have. And also you can follow me on Instagram. It's Resale Champ on Instagram. So I look forward to seeing you guys, and thanks. Talk to you later.